We're set up on the tripod. Good morning, everybody. Jasper here. Whew. I think it's welcome to day 15 on the Bruce Trail northbound. Notice the pack. Yep. We're slack packing today. Early start this morning. From where my trail angel Joanne picked me up yesterday. I got a push today, but I'm a slack packing day, so in all truthfulness, it's quite easy. I'll be done at a good time. And I'm hoping to push through and finish the Blue Mountain section today. And then on Saturday, I continue through the Beaver Valley or into the Beaver Valley and start the Beaver Valley section. So that's the plan. So as you'll know, Joanne picked me up yesterday at the, well, just down a side trail from the terminus of the western terminus of the Ganaraska, or the Devil's Glen kind of golf and country, skiing club and so on. Not golf, but skiing. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful morning. Slight chance of rain later in the day, but only 10%. Beautiful, beautiful sky. It's gonna get a little dark. Sorry about banging you around there. It's gonna get a little dark as we go into the Green Tunnel, but just for a point of interest, I don't know if you'll see it clearly, but right, well, that was Tyler's spot, camp spot, and I think mine was right here a couple of years ago. I camped right there on my southbound leg of the Bruce Trail hike, and I met with Tyler, good friend, great hiker. I met with Tyler. He was on a northbound leg of his, or the northbound through hike of the Bruce Trail, and we met there and we camped there that night, and it was raining, and anyhow, so yeah. So today we have a solid day of hiking, big miles, but again, we're slack packing and we're going to push hard to get that done. I got my snacks, got coffee, got electrolyte water. I got a pack of my bacon jerky and some whole wheat tortillas to go with that bacon jerky for my lunch. So yeah, all things being equal, by the time we finish today, we will have completed the Blue Mountain section. So man, we have flown through this section, but again, today is a full solid day and it's a slack packing day, which really does increase your distance capabilities. You know, rather than a 35-pound pack, it's a 10-pound pack, and it makes a huge difference. Okay. So again, without any further ado, day 15 has now started and we are off. Yeah. So let's just take a minute and just take a look at today's activities. Only because to clarify things, because yesterday at about, I don't know, 4 o'clock-ish in the afternoon, my plans changed somewhat, simply because as we recap yesterday, when we reached the outskirts of the Devil's Glen, or the border of the Devil's Glen ski club, and also the marker of the western terminus of the Ganaraska Trail, I realized, hey, this is only about 20-25 minutes from my house. So Joanne, she came to pick me up, and I went home. It was great. Had some Chinese rice and chow mein and all that stuff. It was wonderful, and yogurt. That was nice. And a bath and a shave. Did my laundry. I smell sweet this morning. I think I smell like gain. Oh no, tired probably. Anyhow, so I smell like a day hiker, and I am slack packing today because I thought to myself when I looked at the map, if I start early and do a major push, slack packing for those that don't know, you're not carrying all your gear. You're carrying what you need for a day. So you go from a 35-pound pack or more to a 10-pound pack. Lunch, water, coffee, rain jacket, whatever. Which in itself will increase, you know, if you get up and you decide to have a good hard push day, that will help increase your mileage significantly. Having said that, my goal then was to slack pack a big day today and reach the end of the Blue Mountain section, Maple Lane. Now, it's a challenging day, there's no doubt about that. We have the Devil's Glen, push through to Thru, to the Thru 91, Highway 90, Country Road 91, which we passed just a little while ago. So already significantly into our hike. From there we continue to the Pretty River Valley, through there over the Osler Bluff. That's an area you guys will know because it's one of my training areas, which is where I am right now, by the way. It's also one of my training areas, so this area I know. From the Osler Bluff past the Platoon Nation land, across the Scenic Caves property, and push along to Maple Lane. And it's a big day, but we're flying, we're doing great. Again, with a slack pack, it's just it's much easier. So the numbers come, the kilometers come quicker, the miles come quicker, the numbers come easier. So today, at the end of today, I will finish, all things being equal and well, and barring any injury, I will finish the Blue Mountain section. That is great, because today, get this, today is Wednesday, so it'll be Wednesday night when I finish. But I was going to be picked up there Thursday morning to go home for my zero, which would have been Friday. So this, the ability to slack pack in my home kind of region, gives me essentially a double zero, Thursday and Friday. Great, I can get so much done. Work on a lot of videos of my Appalachian Trail. Get some of that uploaded and published. Try to continue the interest there. And prep some gear. Resupply. Charge all my battery packs, all that kind of good stuff. And Saturday morning, bright and early, push into the Beaver Valley section, which is exactly what my plan was anyhow. So the fact that Joanne came to get me last night, and brought me back to the trail this morning, that was a double bonus, because again, it allows me to slack today. Okay, so there is a bit of a recap of everything that's going on in Jasper's world. Once I leave on Saturday morning, once I leave Maple Lane, pushing to the Beaver Valley section, our next major kind of port of call is, I believe, about 205 kilometers up trail, which of course is Owen Sound. And again, and there, actually the gateway to the Bruce Peninsula. And from there, the final push of 250 kilometers to Tobermory. So that's what we're going to have. Maple Lane is really right at the halfway marker of the Bruce Trail. So it's a great place to kind of live, to be, which I do. And that's fine. So I'm thinking basically the same amount of time. So if it's 15, about 15, 16, somewhere between 14 to 16 days, depending how I push. I don't think it'll be 14, because I've been pushing pretty hard to get up to here since we left Niagara Falls. So I don't think I could reduce any time off that. So let's go with 16 days, shall we? Let's just call that out. Depends if I take a 0 in Owen Sound or not. Depends how I feel once I get there. But anyhow, that's a bit of an update. Slight change in tactics more than planned. The plan is to through hike the Bruce Trail, period. But how I'm doing it has changed slightly. Just because I'm slack packing today, and that was never in the plan. It just was an opportunity thing that popped up. Okay. Just wanted to clarify everything. So again, it's a beautiful day, beautiful morning still. So let's just keep pushing. Right now we're pushing from the, I'm going to call it the Thru section, Highway 91, to the beginning of the Pretty River Valley area. And so that's the area we're in right this minute. That's the section we're in between Thru, Highway 91 and Pretty River Valley. So we've already done quite a few kilometers this morning, and we're doing fine, feeling good, feeling strong, doing fine. What a beautiful, stunning view into the valley, especially with those gray, threatening, ominous clouds. Wow. Yeah. Now that is pretty cool. So right here, we just came down from, well, where did we come down from? There was the Standing Rock side trail and the Standing Rocks. And we're pushing towards the beginning of the Pretty River Valley. Right now we're kind of in between. No man's land. Valley land. Starting to get some colors in the trees now. Again, time passes by. I guess it's the 14th of September today because it's day 15 for us on trail. We started August the 31st. But we can see some color in the trees. There's me moving down the trail. Slack pack day. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's push towards the Pretty River Valley. The Pretty River is beautiful through there, especially in the winter time. It's a photographer's kind of paradise almost with the snow. But anyhow, let's just keep pushing north. Okay. Now right in here, right down there is one of the tenting areas I've used before. I use this log as my dinner log and so on. And then just a little further up, and there's the river, so you've got your water source. Rocks to sit on, which I've done many times, bathe my feet. But anyhow, just a little further up here, there's a really nice one that I like, but so do a lot of other people. So you can't always be guaranteed it would be vacant, but it's vacant right now because I can see it. So just through here, and there's a fire pit and logs to sit on, everything else, lots of logs through here. I was just over here on the right where the people were camped for like 2 weeks, having a great time. And then right in here, of course, here's the river and your water source. Your fire pit right here, rocks and logs to sit on. And there's several tenting areas around here, but I tend to usually camp right down there. Okay, and of course, you're just off trail because the trail is right here. Great area though, Print River. Beautiful. Okay, keep pushing forward. Oh, sure. You guys that follow my channel on a regular basis, you know exactly where we are right now. And yes, you are right. We are at the Osler Bluff Lookout. Yeah, Collingwood, the town of Collingwood below, and way, way, way in the distance. You can't really see it, but it's Wasaga Beach, my home. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view. We have sat here many, many times, had our break, just like we did today. That's around 11:30, 12 o'clock-ish, somewhere around there, maybe a little after. I just had one of my packs of the bacon and a couple of whole wheat tortillas and a Larry and Lenny cookie and my coffee for my lunch. So I'm feeling fueled up and ready to go. Right here, well, there's my day pack, my poles, and the rock was my seat. Yeah. So it's surprising the slack pack goes well, and it's really surprising the difference it makes. If I was say carrying full pack, it would probably be another hour before I would get here. I'm guessing. I don't know. The climbs are easier. You just keep going. You don't need as many rests. Just makes a huge difference, slap packing. Anyhow, gray. Yeah, look at the sky, and you can see the bushes and trees moving. A little breezy up here. Cool, cool. I'm okay in a short and t-shirt as long as I'm hiking. But once I sit like I just did, start to cool right off. Anyhow, enough of the babbling. Let's get to hiking. So this is quite interesting. The Niagara Escarpment, Southern Georgian Bay. Okay, so in this box is where we are, right at the red dot. Niagara Falls by Lake Ontario, that's where we came from, all the way up here. And we're going to continue all the way up there. A closer look at Southern Georgian Bay. And we are at the Platoon Conservation Area. Wow. Yeah. Something that's interesting, I've been here many times, but history of the area. Take a little look at this. The conservation area is named for the Platoon people who once lived along the slopes of the Niagara Escarpment from Creemore to Craigleith. They were decimated by outbreaks of smallpox in the 1600s and eventually eliminated by the Seneca Nation to the south of them. I often thought that was quite interesting information. Okay, let's carry on. One of my favorite places to come. I love some of these like rapids and so on and creeks that we have, but this is called Silver Creek, and this is one of my favorite places to come in the winter as a photographer. I just love this scene. It's beautiful. I photographed this many times, and I photographed it with, well, let me see, well, with Andre, with oh gosh, with Andy Forget, and then another Asian gentleman, I just can't think of his name right now, and of course many times by myself. Just love Silver Creek. Beautiful spot in the winter, again with a, you know, when there's a fresh foot of snow falling. It's beautiful. And the hike up here from where I would be parking to come up here is down what they call the Cisline Extension and then Concession 12, and that's just gorgeous up there with a fresh like 12-inch snowfall. So I mean, one of my favorite kind of photography places, local to me. Yeah. Okay, heading towards Maple Lane and the end of the Blue Mountain section. I don't know how far I've got to go. Maybe 5 kilometers. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna keep pushing. Probably 6, I think. Let's keep pushing. The trail heading south into the Blue Mountain section. The trail heading north into the Beaver Valley section. Yep, we are at Maple Lane. Here's Maple Lane, and that's my transportation just arriving now. Swiss Meadows side trail up on that blue sign. And after what now is going to be 00 on Saturday, we'll be continuing down there in the beginning of the Beaver Valley section. So, I didn't expect to arrive here today, and it's only because Joanna allowed me to slack pack, made it possible for me that I can do that. So you know what? I get a 00. I'm gonna see everybody bright and early Saturday morning. We're gonna head north into the Beaver Valley.